I am so incredibly loved by my soul family and kindred souls that I encounter on all my planes of existence. I feel the love so intensely and so deeply that it is absolutely undeniable to me. Feeling so much love serves as a constant reminder to love myself as deeply as I wish to love other beings. When I talk to friends about starting a new project or working on something that I have very little experience with, there is sometimes a sentiment of anxiety fueled by fear of not knowing exactly how to do it. I think that a fear of not being good at something, being bad, was always preventing me from trying new things that I would have otherwise had an enjoyable experience doing. It is a limiting mindset to not do something or be afraid of doing something because you're afraid of being bad at it. And this mindset is very much rooted in capitalism. And to be honest, it was really limiting my growth. We're taught from such a young age that we should strive to be good at things, and if not, then we're probably just wasting our time. This idea becomes more and more real as we age, because the dominant sentiment tends to be that only children are allowed to be bad at things. Many of us eventually develop attributes that society deems as our strengths and our weaknesses, and those things over time shape our identity. Our ego loves attaching itself to such attributes. More often than not, I've found myself playing the role of the good student, the talented artist, the girl who's got a good head on her shoulders or has it all together, or is going places. The truth is that I never really feel like I've ever actually been any of those things all the time. Hearing others give me admittingly well-meaning compliments made me feel good. It made my ego feel like I was a valuable member of society. But with the ego, there's always a dark side. And the dark side is that I never always felt like I embodied being smart or talented or good at a particular thing. And when I felt like I wasn't measuring up to these labels, I felt like an imposter. And oftentimes I would try to appear to fit those attributes in front of those who saw me as such, even though I always knew there was an element of dishonesty at play. I just simply thought it was kind of unavoidable. For me, this led to feelings of imposter syndrome, feeling ashamed or guilty for not measuring up, feeling like I was regressing or losing my value. As a result, I became afraid of doing things I was bad at or didn't think I would be any good at. This hurts me the most of all because now I'm forcing the multifacetedness of my being to fit into the very limiting one-dimensional label of being smart or being pretty or being talented. We love being in the presence of skill or simply watching others do something with great expertise, and that can be amazing. I think though that there is truly so much value in doing something for the experience alone. The sensation of trying new things with the intention of mindfulness rather than competition can be a very freeing mindset. The longer I'm on this journey called life, the more I feel the desire to not compete with anyone, including any version or iteration of myself. I want to do things and have experiences that fall in alignment with my truth and my highest purpose, and simply own exactly where I am in my journey. My desire to learn more things and get new skills becomes less about competition and status and more about loving life, healing myself and others, and simply walking my highest path. I can't wait to be bad at things, because this means living my life for the experience rather than limiting myself out of fear. An example of this for me has been my journey with yoga, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this if you do any kind of physical activity, really, that you do over a long period of time and consistently. When you are consistent with it and it just seems to flow and you're doing it every day or a few times a week and you feel like you're progressing, that feels great. But then if you stop doing it for a little while and go back to it, it can seem like you are just so far away from that version of you that got to a certain point. But the truth is, I think that it's easy to compare ourselves to either each other or past versions of ourselves. I'm getting to a place more and more every day where I just don't have any need to compete with the past version of myself or compete with anyone at all, because I just want to own exactly where I am in my journey. I think that if we are living every single day of our lives, we are progressing, and that may not look like we're progressing in our yoga journey or like we're progressing at jogging or Zumba, but we are progressing in our lives, and I think that we're always learning things. We at least have the opportunity to always learn things, and sometimes, some days, we learn and retain that learning more than other days. So I just want to get to a point in my life where I just own exactly where I'm at. You know, if I've been doing yoga for years and I'm not as flexible or as good at a certain pose as I think I should be, I think that's an indicator to reflect on exactly why it is that I have this perception that I need to be at a certain point in my yoga journey. You know, because yoga, much like life, is all about the journey, not getting to the destination. As corny as that sounds, it's true. Thank you so much for being here, Soul Fam. I will see you soon. And it is very reminiscent, I feel, of the season. This is one of my favorite little spots to chill at.